Coach, I guess just talk a little bit about the game on Saturday, and then trying to learn the lessons need to be learned and move on.
Why you guys always want to talk about the past? You know, the
Recap, move forward.
recap. We have been recapping all weekend. We came up short. They gave great effort. I'm really proud of them. They fought, they clawed, they did what they were supposed to do, and we came up short. So now we got to regroup and go play a really greatly improved Indiana State football team. So that's all my focus is on.
Did it seem like just a game of missed opportunities up at South Dakota?
No.
Or a quarter maybe of
No, it was, you know what it was? It was our defense didn't get the ball to get enough takeaways, and we gave too many away. You know, that's the end of the story. The most important thing of a football game is the football, and we got to protect it better, and we got to get it out on defense. So that was So when you say missed opportunities, we played a hell of a football game except for 3 turnovers and not getting any turnovers.
and I was also going to talk about that goal line stand that South Dakota had that right at the end of the game too.
They did a great job. We had 4 shots. Our players did really well, and they did really well. And, got it down to 1 and just couldn't get it in. So you got to tip your hat to South Dakota. There's a reason why they're a good football team too. So that's the thing I'm starting to find out about Missouri Valley and the competition of this league, and I sincerely mean this. I know it's apples and oranges, so don't go write something crazy, miscued, okay? It's like you watch NFL scores. One team, this guy beats them, and all of a sudden this team beats them. There's so much parity. I guess that's the journalistic word, parity. And there's so much parity in this league. So we got to tie our shoes up real tight, and the team and we sulked on it for 24 hours. We had a very crisp practice last night, and now everybody's back in the video, game planning, and getting on to Indiana State. So that's in the past, and we got to go back on the road to a really good, well-improved, well-disciplined Sycamore team.
Were you able to see any other angles on the Peyton run on second down? The one that looked really, really close.
It was close, but they had the right call. They had the right call. On that one they did. They had the right call. His back, if he would have been forwards instead of backwards, it probably would have been a touch. But he spun. He did a great job. He's pushing Mike Heck to get in there, and they stopped him.
When you say that one, was that the third down one that maybe it was a little closer?
Maybe.
How do you and your staff approach Peyton this week? You don't want him to lose his confidence. You want him to stay aggressive despite the turnovers, correct?
Yeah, well, yes. The answer to that's yes. And God works in mysterious ways. The interception was a tipped ball, so that was a fluke. If that guy doesn't tip the ball, it's a perfect pass. It's going right to our guy. Tips the ball, comes up short, the guy makes a great dive and catches the ball. Peyton, I do want him to keep his aggressiveness. He was spinning to get extra yards, got a little weird away from the ball. Guy got stuck his helmet on the ball and popped out. That's part of the game. I'm more disappointed that our defense didn't get the ball. So, that's why we're a team. If we give it up, then the defense has got to get some. So in my opinion, the defense is living up to their expectation of getting turnovers. If that makes sense to you.
That one fumble, though, the defense was able to step up and just keep them to a field goal instead of a touchdown.
They did, and that was the difference of the game. The turnovers was, okay, this is the last time I'm saying about this game. The turnovers, they got 10 points, and we didn't get any turnovers to get some points. So, and we came up 7 points short in the football game. Our kids played their asses off. I'm proud of them. And now what they have to do is move on. Okay, what you guys got to do is move on, and let's get ready for a hell of an Indiana State team.
And with them coming back from a 10-point deficit to force overtime, this is a different Sycamore team than I'm sure we've seen in a while in the Valley, correct?
There's no question. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, especially studying them. They're very big. Their offensive line is huge. Believe it or not, I thought we saw a big offensive line over in Oklahoma State. They're big. They're very physical. I'm very impressed with their quarterback. He was out for a game and a half. He's an Iowa transfer, number 10. I think it's Boyle or Doyle. And I shouldn't use names because I don't want to be disrespectful to the kid. The kid's very talented, number 10. They have 3 running backs that are pretty good. They got number 4 who can fly. Their defensive tackle, they're really strong up the middle with their D tackles. Their 2 linebackers are very good, and they have a really good cover corner. So they're much improved. He brought in some transfer kids, and he's a Mallory. Mallory's a long tradition of coaching. He's from his father, God rest his soul, passed away this summer, and his 2 brothers are in the NFL, and Kurt's a hell of a football coach, so he knows what he's doing over there.
The running back Keys, does he remind you of Robinson, that kind of a running back? Strong?
Without disrespect, no. Robinson's his own cat. He's really good. This kid to me is very steady, very manageable, when I say manageable, he doesn't do anything wrong. He's sound, he runs hard, he's a tough kid, but Robinson's in a different league.
Does it help that, I mean, you saw a lot of running against South Dakota. Similar kind of attack that similar is going to come at you? More run than throw?
Yeah, they're more run than throw, but they're a different run. They're an old-fashioned pound it, counters, powers. They will run some zone read. 10 is a very talented runner, so he'll keep the ball on their zone reads. So it's a different type of offensive style.
Your D-line, especially your D-ends, what have you seen out of them so far this year, especially in the Valley play?
They're improving. They're improving. Where they're improving, in my opinion, with our defensive ends and defensive front is pressure on the quarterback. They're getting better at their pass rush techniques. They're getting better at getting off on the football, and their fundamentals are getting better as we go.
Can you talk about Murray, your tight end, just a little bit about how he's been able to get, work his way into playing time, but also his ability on your RPO plays to give an option to be there?
Yeah, I mean, Jordan's doing a really good job. He's obviously still very wet behind the ears, but he's, good Lord gifted him with some physical skills, and the RPO gives him a great advantage. He's got great eye-hand coordination to catch the football. He's got to work on his strength. He's got to work on blocking. So if you see him, tell him he's got to work on his blocking. But he's going to be, the sky's the limit for him. And he's only played 5 college football games right now. So Kramer's doing a really good job of staying after him, working on a little attention to details. And the great thing about Jordan is he wants to be coached. He's one of those guys that says, "Coach me, coach," and really absorbs it.
I know you had 4 years at defensive end in high school. Do you ever think about throwing him in there on the other side of the ball?
Absolutely.
Yeah, how would you think he would do it?
He's a tight end right now.
Kind of back to your defensive line, you're able to get pressure with just the 4 guys right now. How big has that been for you guys defensively this year?
I think what's critical about that is, there's a bunch of different reasons why it's critical, but I think one of the major ones is it helps us in coverage, so that anytime you can put pressure on a quarterback with just 4, that means they don't know if you're playing man or zone or what kind of zones or what kind of combo coverages you're playing. Now you start sending more people, obviously your coverages get limited, so that's why it really opens up your toolbox.
Do you have an update on Montgomery?
Better every day, and actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, to be honest with you, but I'm used to getting in trouble, I guess. Today, he had a doctor's appointment today, so yeah, I think he's there as we speak, so we'll find out, but he's getting definitely better every day.
So what was it?
Those words are too big for me to spell, even pronounce. So I can't tell you that. I don't. Way over my head, way over my vocabulary.